A judge leaving a $1 million tip for some Starbucks employees. You see, one employee filed a suit claiming the bosses were dipping into the tip jar, taking the employee's hard-earned dough illegally. And a California judge agrees. Starbucks ordered to pay its baristas in California more than $100 million in back tips. The giant coffee chain apparently allowed managers and shift supervisors to share in the baristas' tips. Judge says, nope, can't do that. Starbucks has almost 2,500 stores in California alone, 11,000 nationwide. The company calls the ruling fundamentally unfair and beyond all common sense and reason. With us now to talk about this decision, Anita Kay, prosecutor, and Gwen Lindsay Jackson is a criminal defense attorney. Gwen, what is the position of the company is, leave us alone. We do with this money what we do with this money. It's our property. What do you say?
Well, I think the position of the company is not only leave us alone, but they're also taking a look at what are we talking about in terms of the role of the people that you're looking at to say that they shouldn't share in the tips. There might have been a mistake in the classification. Maybe managers, okay? But shift supervisors, they bust their humps. They do exactly what some of these barristers do. Okay?
But Anita, don't they get more money and more benefits and all the rest? So they claim.
Absolutely, Shep. They are part of the management team. That's the whole thing. And in California, it's actually quite a simple case. There's a labor code that says management can't benefit from the tips. You as a server can tip out to a busboy, to someone who aids in the service, but not management.
But
and they talk about supervisors.
Shift supervisors, one might argue, aren't really managers. That might be a term of art.
They are.
These
They're
are people,
supervisors.
I don't know what kind of what kind of organization you're used to looking at, but when you have
they don't get the same pay. They are in a power position. They are in a managerial supervisory position. Otherwise, they would be classified as baristas or as counter workers. They're classified in a totally different category.
Okay,
I know
Anita,
when you talk about the duties of these guys, these people are out there, they're hustling, they're doing just as hard work as the baristas are doing, and I think it might have been a problem with the title there. Okay,
now what they've decided to do is
wait.
What they've decided to do is redistribute $100 million. Now, Gwen, who pays for this? I mean, does this come out of the company till? Do they take back the tips from the supervisors? I mean, what do they do?
Well, apparently it's going to come, the company is going to have to be responsible for that, okay? And when the company has to pay that money out, okay, it's going to affect everybody because that's out of their profits where they could have put the money towards, hiring more people, improving, their services. All of that's considered. Now, I just think it's fundamentally unfair that you have a bunch of people that work just as hard as these so-called barristers.
You know what I've learned? You know what I've learned, Anita?
This
is most surprising to me through all these Starbucks stories lately. This whole barista thing. Yeah. Since when do they get their own special name for serving coffee? I never knew about this name. People who served coffee in Holly Springs were called coffee servers.
Right. Now, Shep, it's Starbucks. They have special training, and not everybody. You start at the counter, then you become a barista. So there's a little bit of elevation there as far as learning how to make the coffee.
And a tall is usually a large, where a tall is a small. And what's a venti? What are they doing to us? How about beginning with small, medium, large, then everybody will get the right tips. I think we've solved it. It's solved now. Thank you. It's clearly a